Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa, and if you're new here, this channel is all about health, beauty, lifestyle, but today I want to do a little something different because I want to take a moment. It's January 2025, and I want to just share some of the YouTubers that have inspired me, that I enjoy watching, that prompted the beginning of my YouTube journey of sorts. Now, of course, there's so many YouTubers and YouTube channels, and I like a lot of them. So I had a hard time narrowing down, but I really wanted to focus on those channels that really did something to me early on. And in some of these channels, I feel like I've been with them throughout their journey. So from being smaller to now being a much bigger channel. Not all of them, of course, but and I've divided it up into a few different categories. So the first category is, I'm going to go with diet mostly. And there are, well, there's a gazillion of all categories, I guess, but with diet, if you don't know, if you're new here, I am a registered dietitian. Don't hold that against me. But I am somebody who firmly believes in health benefits of a low carb lifestyle. I try to adhere to that myself. I've had the most success with that myself. I have lost weight doing that myself. So I have dabbled in obviously leaning more towards keto and even into carnivore. And because of that, there are two YouTubers that I really have gone back to again and again. One of them is Kelly Hogan. You may or may not have heard of her if you're in the carnivore space. Her channel is My Zero Carb Life. I will put everybody's channel down below in the description box so you can check out their channels. And while I don't follow that strict of a carnivore diet, and I don't even know if I ever plan to completely, her story is fascinating to me. I remember first hearing about her when if you don't know about her, she lost, I don't know, like, I'm just going to throw it out there. I might be wrong, but like 150 pounds years ago. She's been a carnivore now for like 14 or 15 years, and she's kept it off. In fact, she's even dropped a little bit more. She brings on experts. She likes to talk, but there's something about her and her way of communicating. She's very uplifting. She's very motivating. She doesn't sell a bunch of stuff or have side things she's trying to promote. In fact, I don't know if she ever even sponsors any particular products. The one thing she does offer is coaching groups, but that's fine. I've never taken part of them, but she shares stuff on YouTube, and her story is interesting. She went from like being overweight and then going low carb and losing like 80 pounds, and then discovering carnivore and losing another, I don't know, maybe 80 pounds or something. And she continues to be carnivore and continues to share her health, her numbers, and all of that, and sprinkled in with her family life. Her husband is not carnivore. But I find her, some people might think she's too bubbly and happy. I don't know, but I just find her relatable kind of, but very motivating, very kind, and well-intentions, I think. The other person in terms of diet, and I go in waves with her as far as a recent obsession, and she is definitely on my current recent obsession again. And her name is Lisa Duncan, I believe, but her channel is Lisa D1. I don't think she ever intended for her channel to be carnivore. Her channel is really heavy into fashion and some beauty. She does a lot of hauls. She does, like, if you look at her Instagram, she's like showing her outfits of the day. She has a lot of product sponsorships, and she actually likes a lot of like high-end fashion, and I'm really not into all of that. But there's something about her that just draws me in. I don't know if it's the fact that we're the same age. Maybe we're both Virgos. I know that because she has mentioned it, but she's also carnivore, and she does have a playlist of her carnivore journey. And just the way she presents herself and the reasons behind it are just so incredibly relatable to me. I'm just so drawn in, and she does it in such a real life way. For example, She drinks Diet Coke. She won't give that up. I feel like she's very forthcoming with, you know, what she does. And, you know, she's not trying to impose her diet and beliefs or anything else on anyone else. She's just merely sharing her journey, and she does it in such a kind way. There's just something that draws me in. And so sometimes when I need a little bit of refocus, like I feel like I do right now in January, I've been watching her videos again, specifically her diet related videos. Really not intended to be that channel, but it is that for me. I think you gravitate towards people who you can relate with. And while there's so much of her that on appearance I don't relate with, there's some that I do. I absolutely do. She embraces her feminine side, but yet incorporates this way of eating and just shares all the benefits. And I just really, really enjoy her channel. Moving on into beauty channels and beauty influencers. While Lisa D1 can definitely be considered that as well, that's not really why I watch her channel, and I don't necessarily go to her channel for that purpose. I don't watch as many beauty influencers anymore, but two just come to mind back when I did and when I first started this channel. The first one is Jessica Braun, Braun. Now she is a good, I don't know, gosh, she's probably 20, well, she might be 20 years, 15, 20 years younger than me. But I don't know if it's my Midwestern roots. She lives in Indiana. She is about the most personable, down-to-earth, like relatable person. I just so enjoy her videos. And I watched her from the beginning, I think when she was sitting on the floor, her bedroom floor of maybe her parents' house and doing beauty videos. And then to now where she is married, has 2 kids and a house, and her husband is also a YouTuber. And just like that journey. In fact, I think she has tried to make her channel maybe less about just beauty and more about lifestyle and things in general. Kind of, it has grown with her. But while I don't always watch, I every time I watch them, I so enjoy it. It's just like they welcome you into their home, and she's just so relatable and funny. I think her and her husband were both theater kids. I was a theater kid. A couple of my kids were theater kids, so I just totally relate to her, and she's just so stinking like down to earth. I don't know how you can't like her. So Jessica Braun for sure. And then the other one, there's a couple others. Allie Glines, again, much younger, but the thing I always enjoyed about her videos, I haven't watched them as much. I found them so relaxing. I don't even know if she still does this style of video anymore, but her signature videos were really like her face, kind of like it was almost like just her face. Her hair was pulled back, and she would do the full face of makeup trying products, and just watching her do it from beginning to end, it was so like relaxing to me and fun. I just loved it. It was like very relaxing to just watch Allie Glines put on a face of makeup and see the before and after. And so that really, I didn't ever really realize that was such a thing. And that kind of sent me down the rabbit hole of beauty YouTube videos. I had to take a little work break and go do a couple of meetings. Where was I? Okay, so the last beauty YouTuber that I will mention, her channel is Sugar Puff and Fluff. Kind of a silly name. She lives in England, and I just love, I think her name's Nisha or Misha, something like that. You'll find a trend with some of these that I'm going to list. A lot of them are in England, and I think part of what I enjoy is just listening to them talk. She's delightful to listen to and watch, and I think her probably most watched video is on an eyeshadow tutorial for hooded eyes. But I just enjoyed watching her apply the makeup, talk about the products. I think I don't watch her a ton anymore. I just know early on I found her and just found it so enjoyable. And again, you'll see a theme here, relaxing to watch her videos. So Sugar Puff and Fluff. And then the last category I will mention, and this is because it has played a big part in my area of interests, and that are, or is, what the proper grammar is here, artists on YouTube. I know not everybody is an artist. I am a artist by self-taught. It's like a hobby. Actually, I've sold a couple of things, but it's just something I've picked up through, in the last 5-10 years. I don't know how long. So, and so one of the very first YouTube artists that I found, her name is Kirsty Partridge. I think her channel is, or I don't know if you pronounce that, Kirsty or Kirsty. Kirsty Partridge Art. She is another one, much like Jessica Braun, where I found her before her YouTube channel just blew up. Like, I forget, she may have 1 million. So I don't know how many followers she has now. Her type of art is pencil art. And I think specifically she does realistic drawings, which is actually not the thing that I like to do, but I just loved watching her videos. She would, talk through, and she's in England, of course. And she went from doing this like in her little like apartment wherever she lived, and I think she's now married and has a studio. She offers classes and tutorials, and she has great videos, and she's so pleasant to talk to, and I just loved watching her her videos or the picture progress from start to finish. And even though I don't like doing realistic portraits is not my passion or area of interest, I have such a great appreciation for how difficult that is. And I'm just always so amazed that people can make something look realistic like a photograph. That's amazing to me, just amazing. So I just loved watching her, and watching her channel and success just skyrocket. It was really kind of fun. I felt like a proud YouTube parent. Another artist that I have watched and so enjoyed, and if you've never, even if you're not an artist, well, maybe this is just a me thing, but watching art on YouTube where people do like time lapse or, just the progress of a piece from beginning to end, I just think is so fascinating. Maybe that's why I enjoy it, and it's relaxing to me. So Paul Clark is a watercolor artist, and he is so fun. He's also in England, yes. And so he will, he is a professional artist, and he does a lot of going outside. He'll go on, he'll pack up his bike, go sit somewhere in the English countryside, sketch and then paint, and, talk about it. And it's fun and relaxing, and makes you want to pick up a paintbrush and join him. He's really a relaxing, fun, and he just seems like it'd be fun to spend the day with him. He'll stop at the tavern, have a pint of beer, draw his sketch, do the watercolor, and yeah, I just really enjoy watching him. My last artist is probably my most recent find on this list that I'm giving you of YouTubers who have, that I really enjoy watching. And her name is Kayla Carlile. She is an artist, but I think what I find so fascinating about her is that she has really built this business and built a YouTube following, and it's all based on her story. I'm always fascinated by people's success stories. I could listen to those forever. I find them so encouraging and motivating. And her story is one of, she was a single teen mom, and she pretty much had some type of viral video on TikTok or Instagram Reels. I'm not really sure. I can't remember, or both. But so viral that I think news outlets picked up on her and her story. And so she started selling her art and was able to sell it for more and more. And these are like large pieces of art. And again, all due respect, because art is very subjective, her style of art is not my bag at all. So if this goes to tell you, that doesn't really matter to me. What's more intriguing to me is the process and how she has become successful. And even to take it one step further, I mean, she's pretty young. She has her own studio now, but her YouTube videos are so incredibly motivating, and she is such a great storyteller. And I can tell she's branching off into like kind of how to build a business side of things and just how to tell stories, how to engage with people and apply that to whatever it is you want. If you're trying to start your own YouTube channel, or if you are an artist, or whatever field, you can apply some of what she's saying to that. And she most recently has like been sharing information from books that she has found. And just, she has such a way with recapping a story that is just so incredibly engaging and motivating. So if you're looking, I always think there's, I could go on and on with people I've watched on YouTube. I'm sure you could too. And, it's never too late to start a YouTube channel. There's plenty of people. There's a channel called Rockstar Mom. I think she's 81 and has a huge YouTube presence, and she's fun to watch as well. But back to Kayla Carlile, yes, she's an artist, but she's definitely tapping into the motivation and inspiration for ideas and business and all of that. And I just find her very, very engaging to listen to and inspirational and motivational. So that's my short list right now of YouTubers that I am currently watching and enjoying. And some maybe not as current, but that had such a profound impact on my YouTube journey, so to speak. So would love to hear from you, because I'm sure I'm missing something great. I have no doubt. And this isn't comprehensive. I certainly watch more. I can go down the whole YouTube rabbit hole like everybody else. But I would love to hear, who are your must watches and why? Maybe there's a whole genre I'm missing out, or, obviously not every genre is appealing to everybody, but please share in the comments your favorite YouTube channels. Would love to hear. Can always add to this list. But again, if you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and checking out some of my other videos as well. And of course, consider subscribing. And thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.